is just simply amazing. I've always been asked, one thing that we really support is paranormal unity, and if you like the definition of it, look around today, everybody coming out, enjoying each other's company, networking with each other is just simply amazing. And people ask, what you got going on this weekend? I was like, well, we have the paranormal meet and greet, and they said, what's that? And I can sum it up in one phrase, and that's the paranormal family reunion, I like to call it. Don't see many of the grills or potato salad selections out, but
we'd probably get like botulism or something. Are you kidding? You don't want me cooking, not a good deal.
But it's just real quick, a little bit about our group. We formed back in 2002 as a state registered not-for-profit group. We promote paranormal unity, and we are a group consisting of not only paranormal investigators and researchers, but also paranormal enthusiasts. They come to our meetings, we listen to different guest speakers, different subjects, and some people don't like the investigation of things, more just paranormal. We welcome them in. Any more information? We have a booth set up on the back corner there. Feel free to stop by, swap information, contact information, just chat paranormal if you like.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason. Like I said, be sure to stop by their booth. They have a lot of knowledge, and they love to talk to people. All right.
Oh, I get to say the name again.
Okay. This next guy obviously doesn't need any introduction.
No.
But we'll go ahead and do it upright anyway. So
it is.
If you would please welcome the rock and roller himself.
It's the rock and roll ghost hunter.
Rock and roll ghost hunter.
Mr. Keith Age.
I doubt he's shy to a mic.
Yeah, I doubt it. You know, Sheila, did you want to come up and do this with Keith? You gonna get slammed again?
Hey, as long as you don't stand on this side of me and everybody's talking on this side, okay.
Eventually, I'd like to.
Thank you for asking us to come up. We're glad to be here. This is the first time we've got to come out and enjoy the paranormal meet and greet.
Oh, I would love it.
Every year I've had something else to do, or I was out filming or something. Glad to be here for the first time.
It's our honor. I was so glad that you were able to. Just like we're going to be coming to your event for the first time this year, so.
Spending money on equipment you don't even have yet.
You've got, want to tell them what we're going to give away a little bit later?
You know what we're going to give away a little bit later? Number one, we do have 2 DVDs. But we are going to be giving away 2 tickets to the Mid-South Convention today. 2 tickets. Free. Free. You will not want to miss that. And Mr. Keith Age himself is going to draw the names, so even cooler. So Keith, you've been filming?
Yeah, we've been.
Yeah, we just got done filming. It's called The Possessed. It'll be on Sci-Fi Channel in October. It's our next installment of the Spook series. And after that is Children of the Grave 2.
So we hadn't had
Just been signed on by Sci-Fi to film 5 more.
Wow, that's awesome.
We've got a lot more coming out.
So you've got a lot of free time. And also, one of the things, actually, I spoke with Keith last night. I have just been signed up to write my first book. I signed the contract in July. It's going to be called Lafayette Ghost Lore and More. It's ghost stories and urban legends based on Lafayette, Indiana. And Mr. Keith Age is going to write the foreword of my book. So it's an honor to have him agree to do that with me. I appreciate
It's
it.
an honor for me to be asked.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys do great work. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
I want to do one thing, though.
Sure.
Like she said, I also run the Louisville Ghost Hunter Society. We have the 7th Annual Mid-South Paranormal Convention coming up next month. It's in Louisville, Kentucky. We have flyers out here. We have a lot of great people coming out. And if I may, I'm going to give a scoop on a couple things here in your event.
Yeah. Hey, we're all about scoop away.
Who out here has heard of Houdini? Okay, y'all want to know why I'm called the Rock and Roll Ghost Hunter? Who in here has heard of Houdini? All right.
Come on.
Y'all ready to party a little bit?
Make some noise, guys. Let's hear it.
All right. Who in here has heard of Houdini? Coming to the Mid-South Paranormal Convention next month, we have the world's last living Houdini. He has a show out in Vegas that he does with Lance Burton, but he is coming to the Mid-South. And he's also going to do a thing on spiritualism. We also have, for the first time ever, been able to get into this place. It's one of the most haunted places in southern Indiana. It's on all the boards and everything. No one's ever been able to get into it. We're actually going to go there. It's called the Howard Steamboat Museum. We're going to spend the night there. So we have a lot of great guests from Ghost Hunters, Ghost Hunters International, Darkness Radio, Ghostly Talk, Chris and Mike Baker from Crossroads will be there. A lot of people I know keep coming saying they're going to be there. I hope you get to come. We also have Archbishop James Long will be there, the only recognized exorcist in America right now. And a lot of different people, so come by and get a flyer. If you haven't got spooked or children of the grave, come over and see me. I'll be happy to talk to you about it. But, you know, like they're saying, this is a great turnout. You know, and when you talk about unity, that's one of my biggest pet peeves right now with the paranormal community. There's so much territorial. Thank you. And, you know, just jealousy and everything. When, you know, if you look back at the older guys like me and Dale.
Wow. Gee, Dale, I almost feel like I need to give you my mic for a rebuttal.
I don't mean as in old as in our age, as in how long we've been doing this.
So, Keith, were you ghost hunting when ghost hunting wasn't cool?
Does the Stone Age mean anything?
You were doing EVP with rocks, like waiting for them to spell it out?
No, we were banging them on the ground.
Rocks and teacups.
Exactly. But anyway, you know, you've got some great people in the field. I've been doing this for about 30 years. I don't know how long Dale's been doing it, but Dale is who I consider the foremost authority on ghost photography. You know, if you haven't got to see his stuff, come over and see it. You know, Wanda's a fantastic writer. Check out her stuff. And of course, all the other booths, all the other people got it. In 1996, when I put my group, Little Ghost Hunters, on the website, there were 39 ghost hunting groups on the internet.
How many is there now?
Millions. Millions.
There is.
You know, and the whole point of it is to get together, have fun, enjoy what you're doing, but it's also about research. You know, and that's what a lot of people don't do. To give you an example, we were just at Mansfield Reformatory. There was a group that came in, young group. I heard a, hey, is this you guys? And they were staring at a shadow. And they didn't want to go look at the shadow. So I'm like, well, that's what you're here for. Is to enjoy it, figure it out. And sure enough, I went down because they didn't want me to go because they said it was a demonic shadow.
Demonic shadow?
Demonic shadow.
Wow.
And the clairvoyant person that was there was also yelling that fact. And when I get down there, I asked them, I said, this shadow right here? They're going, yeah, is it cold? I said, yeah, limestone blocks usually are. You know, it was a shadow of the thing. You got to check this stuff out. You can't just go, ooh, there it is.
You know, I did a show last night called The Paranormal View on Parax Network.
Hi. Oh, I'm
And it was
sorry,
me against three skeptics. I sure could have used you last night. But you know, one of the things the skeptic said that makes a lot of sense to me, because I said, what can we do to be taken more seriously? And the key is research, documentation. You know, a lot of groups are just not even doing that, and I think we have some of the best in Indiana that try and keep up with that and do a good job.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, you know, there's a gentleman by the name of Bill Chappell out there right now who's building a lot of great gear, which we actually used. I had him build some stuff for me that we shot for the Possessed. And, you know, that's what it is. A lot of it's just gathering data. You know, and that's what you go back and you read.
And it's, you know, I agree. It's not the most fun part of an investigation. It really isn't. But it's necessary if you want to make a difference in this field.
That's right.
It's necessary.
You know, when we get up here and we train people for the Louisville Ghost Hunter Society, we take them to what's called a training house. And if they can sit there all night long in the dark and be bored out of their skulls, unless something happens, which sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, because not everything is paranormal, and you don't get something every time. If you do, you're the luckiest person in the world. Okay? Let's put a PhD behind your name. You know what I mean? You know, and that's the cool stuff. You know, if you can sit there and be bored all night long, and do it time after time after time, and live for that one time, you actually see something, you get something, then you're going well for being a paranormal investigator. But fear, paranoia, and adrenaline go a long way to see a ghost.
And we'll have Kurt answer.
And
The hell you want?
Remember that night?
There's
That's what you guys told me about how I've been answering the phone.
I was
Well,
trying
I said
to
all day. What the fuck you want?
you know me.
Everybody's always calling.
No, you know, the whole thing is,
Keith is like the male version of Chris, you know? It's like my alter ego beside me. He says what I think.
well, she just doesn't do some of the things I do, and it's like,
Is that a bad thing?
you know, I've been known to get up here when people get get up here and say, please take me to a cemetery, and get there, and I'll sit there on hands and knees going, oh, the energy is so powerful, they're taking over my body, and I pull out my gun and shoot it in the air, and the demon leaves like that, you know. So,
You know, we were somewhere